You're listening to 30 and 60 and Over 30 Clan podcast. I'm your host, BlackDeath, and along with me is
Slam.
the Slaminator. Welcome aboard.
What's up, guys?
I don't know if we got a full hour today, but we'll see. We usually find something to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about the new Xbox and some rumors that went out, some YouTube drama, the championship series of Call of Duty that's going on right now as we speak.
I'm literally watching it as we speak.
And some minor changes to Xbox Live. So let's start with the state of the clan. As always, for March, we had 22 new applicants on the Xbox side and 13 for the PlayStation. And as most of you have probably noticed, those of you that have stuck around for a while, our Moses and his crew has found their way out of Egypt, and they've been delivered back to the homeland.
They have returned.
Well, we had a bunch of people who left, and they came back, and
Yep.
so that's good news. And I got to play a lot with those guys. That's like Blackhawk Migs and Yellow Jihad and Firemen.
Firemen.
And excuse me if I left you out, but those are the people that come to mind the most because I've played with those people. Oh yeah, Baller, of course, yeah. So which is funny too because those are all the people I've been playing with recently.
Yeah, I know, right?
So welcome back, fellas. So yeah, that's nice. Nice to have those guys back.
Absolutely.
It's good in a way because those guys have stuck with Black Ops, where a lot of us that didn't go anywhere are kind of disinterested now in Black Ops 2.
Exactly.
Before we got on last night when we did our ground war thing, I was blown away how many people were playing Defiance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was at least half a dozen clan members playing.
Huh.
Yeah, Okra has it, and of course Nuke has it, and Missler has it, and a couple other guys that I don't play with on a regular basis, occasional. And yeah, there was at least 6 guys. So I played the beta and I liked it a lot. It was sort of a mix between like a Mass Effect.
Okay.
It's a third person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're hardcore FPS, I don't know. I guess Gears was Gears the first game that sort of did that third person thing, or was
I think that's the first one I remember anyway.
Yeah, that was just unheard of in the PC days. So
yeah.
So it's sort of like a mix between Gears and Mass Effect, in my opinion. With sort of a little bit of sci-fi with a little bit of shooter. And I didn't get to play very much of the beta, unfortunately. Just busy with shit, as most of us are.
Yeah.
But everybody I've talked to loves it, and even though the launch was extremely rough, they had a lot of issues.
Oh yeah, a lot of issues with their servers and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, even though they had a beta test, when it came time to go live, they had a lot of technical problems. But you know what? The community didn't go apeshit because the studio made the effort to keep people informed. And Nuke especially said that the culture has been uptight because people want to play the game, obviously, but understandable. They're understanding because the community, the studio has done so well, like daily or multiple updates a day telling the community what's going on. So you may want to take a lesson there, Activision. And,
yeah, right.
because Elite is still fucked up, by the way. Not a goddamn thing has been done yet, dude.
Nah, no surprise.
Yeah, I kind of want to give up, but in a way, I like pestering the shit out of them. If you guys didn't know, I created a video that's on my YouTube channel that does a screenshot on my PC of logging into the Elite website and showing everything that's fucked up, that I feel is fucked up. And it's worse than ever right now because you can't even manage the clans, because if you try to search, basically the search field is broken. If anything has a space in it, whether it's a clan name or a gamer tag, forget it. You're not going to find that person.
That's stupid.
Yep. And it's like I searched for over 30 clan and I got zero results. And that used to work. It used to work like clockwork before. I would see, boom, roster 123. And then that way I could keep tabs on who's in what roster and whatnot. But now I even typed in over 30 and got nothing. And at one point I just typed in 30 and I got the 3 clan.
The three clan.
So Elite is definitely fucked up. Nobody, I think part of it is because there's no incentive for clan ops.
Right.
At
Did you see that? Did you see that screw up that I told you about? Wicked saw about the clan ops
Yes,
and
I was so happy. I was really surprised too. Basically, the rundown was when Wicked was down there at the
Dallas, yeah,
Dallas at the
whatever expo it was, yeah,
Sin Expo. Some guy interviewed him and he called out Elite because
yeah.
there was a glitch where your team score or something went toward.
Individual. Like, okay, like if it was a kill confirmed clan ops, a 3 hour clan ops, most tags, your career confirms. Say you've had 10,000 confirms playing, kill confirmed since the game came out. Those would be added on top of the confirms you had in the 3 hour clan ops.
Stupid.
So people are having, thousands and thousands of confirms in a 3 hour clan op.
Oh my God. And I,
And, and you wonder why they don't have any cash, prize clan ops now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no doubt, no doubt. That's exactly why, because the website's so fucked up
Hmm.
that everybody would be crying that something wasn't right, which is the case.
Sure.
But I was surprised when you showed me that video of the Wicked interview that people were actually commenting like, "Thanks for calling out Elite." I'm like, really? There's other people out there like me?
Right.
People still use this thing? Oh, you got to be kidding me!
That's
Somebody's at the
awesome.
door, dude.
I'll pause it.
All right, hang on. All right, dude. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's no problem.
All right. So, we were still talking about the kill confirm thing, or
I'm done.
okay?
Anyway, but yeah, Elite sucks.
Yeah, it does for sure. But Defiance, they're working on patching everything up. Nuke's been playing it, everybody likes it, so eventually, I think I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
The one thing though is I was thinking about today because I asked Nuke, is there like a season pass type thing? And of course there is, like every game that comes out now.
Of course.
And I think that this is where the market's going to go. They're not going to raise the price of the game because people have sort of stuck in the 59.99
Right.
mentality,
Right.
and
Right.
so they're just going to give you less than always charge for a DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the game's $60 and then there's a $33 season pass, and I'm like, God damn, now that just become 100 and some dollars.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to hold off on that because I'm gonna be saving my ducats for the new Xbox.
No shit, right?
So speaking about the Xbox, I have some more rumor confirmation. The new Xbox will use Blu-ray discs.
Oh, really?
The discs will only be used to install the game, and
Okay.
they will run locally. The games will.
Interesting.
There is based on the dev kit and some of the licensing verbiage in there.
Hmm.
It appears that used games will not work, basically.
Interesting.
So I was interested in how GameStop was going to handle something like that, since that is a pretty fair share of their market.
Hmm.
And so when I contacted them, they responded fairly promptly. I was surprised. And invited me to their like quarterly earnings or their earnings announcement, which was on the 28th.
Yeah.
And so I sat in on that in a webcast, and they talked about where they made their money and where they're going from here. And I was surprised on a couple levels. One, they've had little to no interaction with Microsoft, or Microsoft
Hmm.
has had no interaction with them, whereas Sony has really been participating, with the whole vendor reseller deal. And so they've really been working with GameStop by the sounds of it, giving them the information they need to be able to effectively market that new console when it comes out.
Hmm.
It seems to me like GameStop is going to focus on like tablet and phones to
Oh, really?
try to pick up that revenue.
Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. Uh, why do you think they're going to that? Just the thing, or is it easier? It's cheap,
What
easy money, I guess. Maybe I don't
what
know.
what are you clicking on? Are you playing a game
No,
right now?
no, I'm not. No, I'm done. I'm done. Here, I'll back out.
Oh, you asshole! I can't believe you. I can't believe you. I can hear it clear as day. Click, 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 click. Were you like clenching the controller to hit your little scuff paddles?
All right, so okay, so back up. Okay, while you went to the door, I'm sitting here and I'm creating some classes, and I decided to buy some of these fancy camos,
Sucker.
and so then I had to try one out, and I figured I'd just go, yeah,
Oh my god.
busted.
Uh, such an ass.
I did back out.
Trying to do a show. I'm like, I kind of let it go at first. I'm like, oh, maybe he's just like clicking on the PC and looking something up. But then it was like, nope, that's not clicking, or not a mouse click at least. That's a scuff click that I'm hearing.
I wasn't doing that bad either. I was playing with no sound.
So there's Slam's engaging conversation.
That's how I
I feel like we're married now.
right.
Are you listening to me?
I'm always here to contribute.
Yeah. So anyhow, GameStop's. I think they're just picking that avenue to cut into the market for all these
I'm
little.
sorry, what were we talking about?
Talking about GameStop
Go ahead.
and their business changes
Oh, that's right.
since used games aren't going to be happening.
Is that what you were talking about for the last 5 minutes? I'm sorry, I was playing a game.
I'm gonna find a new host. Is when I'm sure Nuke would be glad to participate. He'll be on time and he'd do his homework.
We're gonna have to start doing this video cast. Keep
Yeah, so I can keep tabs on you, make sure that you're not
you
goofing
see your
off.
hands. Shit.
So I think they're just trying to cut in the market share to take business away from these no-name places that sell accessories. So they're going to sell. I think they sell Kindles and stuff now, but that's their focus now is
Hmm.
mobile app and mobile accessories and whatnot.
Interesting. I got a buddy who's a general manager of a GameStop. I haven't played. I played poker with him, but I haven't played with him in ages. So I have to pick his brain about that.
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear an insider.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else do we have?
We're gonna talk about Woody and
YouTube drama.
YouTube drama.
So, most of you, I'm sure, know who Woody's gamer tag is, and some of you probably know who Thunder is, and El Presador. And I followed all those guys. I thought they were fairly amusing, and I pound lumps on Woody from time to time, just because I generally believe that he's a nice guy, but he reminds me of Gomer Pyle. He has a knack for like kicking himself or putting his foot in his mouth all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't know if he's just that smart, like market wise, to make him popular on YouTube,
Right.
or if it's just his own goofiness and it just happens that way. I don't
Yeah.
know. But anyhow, I guess what happened was when he had some video with his son, Colin, which, if you don't know, he's sort of special needs. And there was an
He's
incident.
autistic, I think.
Yeah, there's an incident with a dog. And Thunder had a video that was bitching. The premise was supposed to be to bitch about Black Ops 2.
Hit detection or something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was on. slums, and he was running up the middle in Graveyard, and then when he looked to the left, there was nobody there. And then as soon as he moved right, he got shot. And then when you look in the kill cam, there was a guy there all along that never showed up on
Hmm.
the screen. But what he also did was he was playing in this game with El Presador, who made some unflattering remarks about Woody's kid. I mean, just flat out vulgar and rude. I mean, you could call an adult all the names you want, but to say something nasty about a child, you're pretty low as a
Yeah,
human
that's
being.
yeah.
So anyhow, it was, in my opinion, I never look at anything on the face value. I always try to look beyond that. And immediately I thought this was obviously done on purpose because there was music in the video and it wasn't cued until after the comment was mentioned.
Right, exactly.
And Thunder has been doing this long enough to know how to edit videos, even if he's in a hurry. And so then, obviously it got out to Woody real quick, and it started all this drama, and Thunder went on and on, bashing Woody, and he was sort of taking the fine print excuse. He's like, I didn't say anything.
Right,
And it's
exactly.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't say anything, but you left it in there on purpose, obviously.
sure. Yeah,
And I don't know, it was just a cheap shot.
it
And
really was.
and
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's like, I don't know, this whole YouTube culture, the is it really reminds me of Hollywood, because I really don't even know if this was all a setup from the get-go or what.
Yeah.
Because basically the end result was both people have got about, 10 or 20,000 additional subscribers in a month.
Yeah. And
And
a ton of views, which in turn means a lot more money.
oh yeah, that video, I remember when I commented on it, it was less than a day old and had 50,000 views. And Thunder's
Jeez.
videos don't normally get that.
Right.
And so then he took the video down, but I happen to have a copy of it. And then he denied the whole thing. And but the funny thing is, nobody decided to pound lumps on El Prez. I was sort of surprised on that, but
Yeah, that
maybe
guy's a moron anyway.
yeah, it's because nobody cares about him.
Yeah, he's pretty much irrelevant anymore.
Yeah, it was funny, when he does a shtick, but then it's like, okay, it's sort of like listening to Gilbert Gottfried. It
Exactly. Yeah.
it's like funny for the first 5 minutes, and then
Then it's like nails on a chalkboard.
yeah, you're like, okay, this is like the same joke, and it's the same
Hmm.
thing, and it's like watching Nicolas Cage act. It gets really boring really quick. So
Yep, yep.
regardless if it was real or done for views, I think that you're a despicable person to say something like that about a child.
Right.
And I unsubscribe to both of those fools
Yeah,
uh, on principle alone.
sure. Yeah.
One other thing I forgot to mention about on the Xbox side of things, Microsoft is killing the Family Gold plan.
Oh, really? See, that's something I should have done. I never did.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to buy individual accounts.
well, they're not saying anything yet, and I it's a bummer because I just learned about the family plan not too long ago, and I just converted my accounts over. And essentially, what it gives you, if you don't know, if you normally you would pay $59 a year for Xbox Live Gold for 12 months, and you get one gamer tag for that. Now, if you purchase the family gold plan, you would get four gamer tags for $99. So essentially, it's like a 50% savings.
Yeah.
And then if you have current gold time, it gets prorated in the family plan. So if you have 6 months of a single gold account, excuse me, left, you would get 3 months of family. So you quadruple your gamer tags and get half the amount of time.
Right.
But Microsoft said they're going to discontinue it. I don't think you can purchase it now anymore on the
Hmm.
website, and I think it's because it's going to be a change. I think they're going to sort of do Xbox Live 2.0 with the new console. That's my theory.
You think it's gonna be free?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be free. Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That
It'd
would
be mixed
suck
emotions.
because
I don't mind paying for it because I think, playing, also having the PlayStation Network be free, but you get what you pay for. I think you get a lot. I think the quality of Xbox Live is better, in my opinion.
yeah, we talked about that before in our previous show.
Yeah.
You know what though? The only reason I would debunk that theory is that the regular Xbox Live Gold is still for sale. It's only the family plan they killed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, if they sort of suspended all Xbox Live Gold or only let you buy up until the end of this year,
Hmm.
then I would totally say, yeah, they're doing something. But I think they're probably trying to align something to make it easier for whatever change they have down the pipe for the new console.
Yeah.
I was have to wait and see.
Yep. Hmm. So did you have fun last night playing Ground War?
Yes, yes.
That
Last
was
night, I am very proud of everyone readopting Ground War. You know, it used to be like, it was like saying, "Let's go to church." Anytime you ask somebody to play Ground War.
Yeah, I know it, right? It's like, I know I should, but don't really want to.
Yeah, and so the last couple times, dude, both the last two times that we played, not only did everyone enjoy themselves, we were undefeated the whole
Yeah,
night. Yeah, last night and the time before.
it still had its bullshit moments, but I mean, it was fun
Yeah,
despite it.
yeah, it did. But yeah, we I sort of like the little more laid back atmosphere that we have, and so what we did was well, the 2 weeks ago when we did it, I convinced everybody to use this class that I saw. On YouTube, this guy had this video that he created saying it was the anti-sniper class. And I'm like, I'm all about that, man, because I'm so sick of snipers in this game. And so he used an MK48 with a dual ban and smoke grenades with scavenger so that he could just constantly spam the map with smoke, and 99% of your snipers don't use dual ban, and so you get to see everybody when nobody can see you. And he was just laying waste, and I'm like, that's a good idea. And so then I got everybody in Ground War to try that, and we were cleaning up every game mode. It was unbelievable how well it worked. I had like one of the best games ever in Ground War. It was like 40 or 50 and something. It was
That's
crazy.
funny.
And then last night we tried something a little different. What was it?
Worm
Yeah,
swarm.
yeah, the worm squirm, which the black worm on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, Thunder Thunder made that guy popular. He's very charismatic,
He's pretty
crazy.
funny to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah, he's real funny to listen to. He he essentially makes people rage with his camping tactics, and he just completely sets up shop in one little area of the map with all this equipment, and nobody can get to him half the time, and it's pretty funny the reactions he gets out of people. So we did that as a whole party of 9 in Ground War, and oh my god, people were getting hate mail. I was really surprised I didn't get any, but people were getting hate mail, and they were dropping out of the game. It was really funny.
I was getting frustrated because I was stacked up with sentry guns and guardians, and I couldn't put them down because there was too many on the map.
Yeah, yeah, that was 2 or 3 times that happened to us.
Yeah.
There was so much shit on the map we couldn't
Mm.
put any more equipment out there. And that game on Hydro was the funniest one.
That
It
was
was a
pretty funny.
TDM game, and we basically
Section 2 or Section 1, whatever it is in the back there.
in the back corner of one of the spawns when you're going to go underneath into the water to cross over. And we just stayed in that one little quadrant and used dual ban and smoke and sentry guns and guardians. And I went like 26-3 that game.
It was awesome. You
uh,
gonna upload that one?
yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
Is it spotlight worthy?
Sure. You want to spotlight? Yeah, we could do that.
That's sort of an inside joke between
It
Slam and I.
is. Anything you want. Uh,
So yeah, it's good times. I've been having a lot
you
of
know
fun
what?
with that.
That last game I think I played before I backed out on that drone. You remember that game with the epic snipers,
Yeah,
whoever it was?
yeah.
I didn't realize it. I was one off of ruthless sniping in that game.
God damn. Well, that's the thing when you when you have a couple pops and you're not really trying hard and you're just having fun,
Yeah,
you do well without even realizing it.
that's the same game where you said, you know what? It is really difficult being me sometimes. You don't remember that, do you?
Oh, hang on one sec. I got my little one here asking me for something.
Come on in.
All right. What did you say now? I'm sorry.
I said that was the that was the one after your couple sodas said that you know what? It's really difficult being me sometimes.
Oh yeah,
I don't even,
I do remember that.
I don't even know what you did to deserve that your own comment, but uh,
And
was
then the slam. Oh, it was so funny when that guy at the end of the one game, he's like, "Hey, slam piece, hey, slam piece."
oh
It's like, go fuck
fuck,
yourself.
fuck you. It's like
Which is funny because we always had that uh, inside joke with Captain when he was here. We would always say that to Slam. During my 4th of July party, I sent you a text with a little note that
yeah,
Delta and I wrote up.
that's right. I had to look at his name and like, is he an undercover 30 or something?
That was
I don't know
funny.
why he picked me out.
Yeah, I was surprised because you weren't on the top of the scoreboard.
I didn't do anything special.
I mean, you were all in the top half, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like you were like 5,400 score or something. So,
Oh, fun.
so I guess we could probably talk about your new addition a little bit.
Yeah, that's going fun.
Slamantha.
Slamantha, yeah. No, we yep, she's a little over 2 weeks old now and things are great and everybody's home and healthy and this is my second go at it, so it's going good. That's why I bailed last night. It was my turn to feed at what was it, like 12:30, whatever it was.
Yeah. Does your wife make you put on the fake booby thing?
No, God, no. Jesus.
That would be an internet worthy picture.
I wear that regardless if she's nursing or not. That and my big ass sombrero.
Yeah, the big Slam has his house up for sale, and I'm looking at the listing, and I see this gigantic pink sombrero on the wall.
It's my try hard sombrero.
Well, that's
Uh,
good, man. I'm surprised that you got back online so quick. So
Me too.
that's good.
Once Grandma went back, Grandma was staying in my gaming room, so I couldn't, necessarily sit down here and play while she sleeps. But
Yeah.
you know what? There was a night where I got her on um, playing Call of Duty in a party with like JK and those guys.
No way.
Yeah, it was god awful.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of that video on YouTube where the grandpa plays. Have you seen
Oh
that?
yes, yes.
That old guy had the time of his life.
Uh, so you following any of the Call of Duty Championship?
Yeah, I tuned in yesterday during the opening ceremony
Hmm.
where the first 20 minutes of the stream didn't have audio.
Right, right.
And I made a tweet that said, "Oh, does the guy who run Elite also run the stream?"
You're right. Well, they seem to get their shit together. Twitch is doing really good with it. If you go to their website now, it's right on the main page and you can click on the different. They got 5 different streams going simultaneously, and right now I got Donut Shop versus Envious going on in the background, and some of these underdogs are giving some of these well-known teams some run for their money. Optic is gone. They got beat out by I'm gonna pronounce the name. Uh, Damn it, I can't remember the name of them. But there's someone I never heard of before, and yeah, they beat Optic, and now I'm watching this Donut Shop go up against Envious, and um, Envious is up 2-1 right now, so we'll see. But it's fun to watch. They did the I'm really surprised the announcers are as good as they are.
Yes, I was going to mention that they actually I was going to give them props that they did a really good job on of the 20 or 30 minutes I watched yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. I'm assuming they're YouTubers, That
You're talking about Ferrico Impact?
well, I'm watching this guy. What's his name? Tony something. He's over on Echo.
Oh, but the team though earlier you were talking about.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were the first ones to play yesterday,
Okay.
and I couldn't remember who they were playing. Oh, I see they were playing what, Epsilon yesterday,
Yes, yeah,
and
yeah.
that was a pretty hardcore, almost shutout there. The first game they were like a 120-point lead,
Right.
and I was really surprised. I don't know if it was just sort of the tension of playing in that scenario, because
Mm-hmm.
playing at home is not like playing in a stage area like that.
Yeah, right.
Some people do well and feed off the energy, and some people, stage fright choke.
Right.
And I think that was the latter for them, because when you and I were watching at the same time, they were playing on oh
Standoff.
yeah, standoff, and the guy was in the bottom of the hotel, like camping on the stairs, and it was hard point. And I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" And I'm like, you're 70 points back. You need to get in there."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then he ended up, of course, getting owned, and I'm
Mm.
like,
It's I've learned that apparently obviously the Cap 40 is still overpowered because
"Yep."
that's all you see is Cap 40s and AN 94s.
That was the first thing I noticed, and I even mentioned it when we were both watching yesterday. I'm like, "Oh, a Cap 40, huh?" Everybody had a
Yep.
Cap 40. I didn't see
Yep.
anybody who did not have one.
Right, right. I'm watching this now, and guys actually run around with the R870, which I thought was pretty ballsy. That they do a
Well,
good job of running their trophy systems and whatever
tacticals,
equipment.
yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty damn good with them.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday watching. It was like, they're running into the first hard point, and there's like half a dozen trophy systems in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
uh,
Yeah.
but it's definitely different. It's not like some people would think watching that championship series would be like watching somebody who goes 100 plus on YouTube, and it's not the same, because
No, it's
you have
not at all.
equally skilled people up against each other. So it's a lot more realistic than those 100 plus gameplays, when they get some miracle lobby of 100 score per minute people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So when does this wrap up? There's 4 rounds.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 rounds. That's double elimination. So I see Farrakhan Impact against Complexity, and then Donut Shop and NVS is who's playing now, you said?
Yeah, they just ended, and I do believe Envious did come out on top.
Okay. And then Fear versus Triple V Gaming. And then,
Did you watch any of those Triple V guys? Those guys like from Korea or something. They flew like 20 hours over to
you
LA.
talk about Africa?
No,
So,
they're Asian. I think they're from Korea, if I'm
oh,
not mistaken.
okay. I only said that because they mentioned some 20-hour flight from the guys that were from Africa.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the two, mixing the two together. I don't know. Maybe they carpooled. I don't know.
Carpooled in an airplane.
Yeah. uh,
Oh,
oh, shit.
yeah, I wonder what's like being there.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking? I'm really surprised that there's not a lot more sponsorships that you see, commercials, banners, and stuff like that going on.
Well, the number one thing that blew my mind was yesterday was the opening ceremony, and it wasn't on the homepage of Twitch. And so that's why everybody on Twitter was like blowing up the link to watch it, because it wasn't on the homepage to
Right,
start.
right. Yeah.
And I'm like, shouldn't that be on there like a week ahead of time?
No
Say
kidding.
7 more days to this. Von Har must have been in charge of that.
Yeah. I was thinking that Proactive or Claricel should have definitely gotten a sponsorship spot and on this. Have you seen these sit face kids?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
want to talk about a homely, smelly place that
Greasy gamers. Get
greasy
some,
gamers.
get some
God.
greasy gamers in there.
Yeah.
I'd like to know who the oldest guy is in the tournament.
It would be awesome to see like a whole team of 30s in there.
Oh, I know. We're teabagging them.
Everybody's got their Miller Lite sitting up there next to their monitors.
No, we got the helmets with the two beer cans in it and
Yeah.
the straw.
Uh,
They wouldn't be able to share any of our feed because it would be all F bombs and
exactly. Exactly.
maybe that's what they need, man. They need somebody like us in there.
No shit, right? Oh man, that's funny.
Yep. So, how was your Easter?
It was good. We didn't do anything. I mean, that was the weekend that we put our house up on the market. So it was we put it up a week ahead of when we thought we were going to do it. So it was a sprint to get everything in order, remulch the front and mow and, clear out the garage and run stuff to the dump and stuff like that. So it was,
God
it
damn, you
was,
got all that done?
yeah, man. I was also planning to take the week off to be home with the wife and the new baby. So kind of combined the two. But yeah, it wasn't nothing special. How about you?
Just went to my mother-in-law's as it did
Yeah.
the Easter egg hunt thing over there, and or the first week of spring break, my wife had to work the whole week, and there's a part-time job, but she ended up having to work this whole entire week of spring break, and
Oh,
so
really?
so I took the kids to Chuck E. Cheese early in the week because they love that place,
Sure.
and I don't mind it either because they got a Guitar Hero there, and I like rocking out on Guitar Hero, and it's only one
Damn.
token, man. If you go to anywhere else like Dave and Buster's, that shit costs you like $4 to play a
Yeah,
song,
right.
and it's one token at Chuck E. Cheese, so I'll be glad to walk into a Chuck E. Cheese to play that.
Okay. Jeez.
So my son's got this knack for being undescribably lucky. When he was born, it was just a gift, I guess, because he was 5 weeks early, and it was like an emergency C-section thing, and
Oh.
so it was. They said that he was really lucky at the hospital, and we were the
Mm.
talk of the hospital, and so ever since he was born, he's had incredible luck. So we go to Chuck E. Cheese, and are you familiar with the game Doodle Jump?
Doodle jump.
Yeah, they have it on
It
the.
sounds like something you get at an
It's on the.
Asian massage parlor.
Oh, come on, man! I'm telling you a kid story, and you go with the Thai massage joke.
So I take it it's not nothing like that.
No, it's a game. They got it on I want to say iTunes, but it's whatever the iPhone app store is and Android. And you
Yeah.
just got this little green guy, and you bounce him up to the top. Well, they made a full size video game of it in Chuck E. Cheese. And if you get to the top, you win the bonus. Well, his first try, he does it. Now, keep in mind, this kid's 6. And he gets to the top and he gets the jackpot and wins 50 tickets. And I'm like, all right, man, sweet, And so they go and play some other games, and then he likes a lot of the like chance games, not just necessarily video games when we go there. So they got another one that's The Simpsons, and you got to put the token in, and it's almost like a pinball machine, and it has to
Hmm.
roll into these little slots individually to spell win. You got to roll it into the W and the I and the N, and
Yeah.
there's different hazards or whatnot to get in there. So he wants me to do it. The first try, dude, boom, 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 I win the jackpot. I get WIN the first 3 tokens, and so that's another 50 tickets. And then we go and we're doing some other stuff, and then he plays this new game that he got that is ridiculous. I've never seen anybody win the jackpot except for my son, and it's you got to like try and bounce this ping pong ball, and it's got an acrylic base in the machine, and it's got a bunch of different holes, but only like the one in the center is the jackpot. First try, he wins.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm like, God damn. So then they got this other game that's got a balloon in it, and it's got a dial, and the dial spins, and you have to hit the button to make it stop on a certain amount of air that gets blown into the balloon, and when the balloon pops, you win the jackpot. And there is literally one section of the dial, which is about 12 inches in diameter, that's about 2 millimeters wide. That's an instant win. And the first try, I win.
Jeez.
Yeah, and so that's 3 or 4 jackpots now that we've won. And after that, I told my son, I'm like, this was like when Mega Millions was 200, or Powerball was $200 million. And I'm like, we are buying a lotto ticket on the way home.
Yeah, right.
Hang
I'm
on.
surprised the Chuck E. Cheese pit bosses weren't starting to follow you around.
Chuck E. Cheese pit boss.
uh, that's funny.
Hang on one second. Oh, okay. All right, give me 1 second. I am being called for child duty here,
All right.
and I'll tell you the rest of the story.
Now that he's gone, I can go back into a game. I'm gonna jump into hardcore again. I highly doubt he'll edit this out. Looking for a game for hardcore kill confirm on Hydro. It's loading. I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. I don't like this. 57,000 kills in kill confirm. Not me. Top of the leaderboard guy. I think I'm gonna use the Scorpion. I need 18 more headshots. Game starting. I'm gonna go through the water. That guy's gonna shoot me. That guy's gonna shoot me. You camping little fucker. That's something I would do. Oh, I'm playing with no sound, by the way. You put your shots on him, man. Dang. We're down 7-1. I'm 0-3. I'm gonna sit here and camp. Oh man. We're down 11-3. This is not going well at all.
Okay, sorry about
Oh,
that.
okay. He's back.
Oh, so finish the story real quick. So we won all those jackpots, and on the way home, I stopped by the party store, as we call them up here,
Right?
and grab a lotto ticket. And before I ran into the store, my son asked me, "Do you think maybe you could get one of those scratch tickets?" And
Heck
and
yeah.
and I'm like, sure, why not? I mean, I'd be stupid not to, right? After this big long run of luck. And so I go in there, and I get a Powerball, and I get this $2 ticket. And we get home, and I let him scratch it off, and it was basically match the two numbers in the. They give you two numbers, and if you match anything in that row, you win that prize. If you
Mm-hmm.
get a black star, you automatically win that row. If you get a red star, you win every prize on the ticket. He gets a red star, dude.
Jesus.
He gets a red star and won $40 on a scratch off ticket.
Get out of here.
And I'm like, dang. And so I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll have to cash it in and put it in your piggy bank.
Yeah, right.
And so he was like happy as all get out. I'm like, you can't really tell anybody you won this on a lotto ticket.
That's awesome. Uh,
So I guess that's my cool story, bro, kind of
nice.
for today.
Oh shit.
So plans for today, just veg out.
I should be taking a nap. I was up kind of late last night, more than I should have been.
Yeah, I thought
But
maybe nobody heard you leave. It must have been the party wasn't synced up in time, and it seemed like you sort of did a Delta exit. And I'm like, ooh, I wonder if the wife woke up and yelled at him.
oh no, no. We backed out of that lobby and because I could hear the baby starting to cry upstairs, and so when the game was over, um, I said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna back out. I gotta go upstairs and help with the baby. I'll be back in a little bit."
Oh,
Unless I muted myself, I might have done that. I do that on occasions too, so it's very possible.
it's just like you space out on Skype calls and start to play.
I would never do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Especially
funny.
twice in one in the podcast. That would be just an asshole move.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing I left the recording going so I could just tell exactly what happened when I was away.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Oh,
when I mentioned in the last show about how you messed up Parabola's name, she thought,
Arabella.
yeah, she thought that was pretty funny, and that I should start keeping clips for outtakes. So I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh.
I also
So,
thought oh, I'm
uh,
sorry. Go ahead.
I would say real quick, the uh, the commentator buffet that I entered and didn't go anywhere with. Um, we met up with one guy is really cool, Tony 2.0.
Right.
He was one of the other guys in there. Super cool guy. I haven't played any games with him or anything, but I've been talking to him back and forth on Twitter. I told him, as soon as I got kicked out, I said, "Hey man, I think you're probably the best one there. Just good luck and blah blah blah." And we just kind of been chit chatting back and forth. But anyway, it's down to the he's in the top three
All
with
right.
him and two other guys, and so now it's I'm gonna have to post one more thing on the forum. Please go thumbs up for Tony. But you look at the other guys. The other guys are good, but and I understand why I didn't go in because I only play Call of Duty. My only videos are Call of Duty. These guys do everything. They buy all the new games and play them and do shit like that. And I don't do that. I don't have time to do all that. So
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. So he's very diversified. He definitely deserves a win. So I think if I could get if he could get the help of the 30 clan, he would be very much appreciated. And he is he tried joining up on the forum one day. He said he had some issues with it. I think because you gotta register and then you got to do the application. I don't even know what it entails now to register.
You're a 30 and you don't know what it takes.
That's because I did it,
Yeah.
2 years ago, and it was you show up and knock on the door and they'll say, "Yeah, come on in."
Secret handshake and have a drink.
Exactly. I
You,
brought beer.
yeah, yeah, you're in. That's an instant in. You just go to over30clan.com, click on apply at the top, fill out the application, and then you have to register for the forum separately. And it's
Ah,
highly encouraged to use your gamer tag as your forum name to
gotcha.
reduce confusion.
That's probably what happened then.
But yeah, I remember point when I was browsing through all those people in the top 10, he stood out.
Yeah.
Did you know who the other two people are? Not that chick.
Uh,
Is that chick still in it?
no, no, she was gone. You know what? It's funny because she had probably the most subscriber base to start with, and she probably got the least amount of votes from her own subscriber. I mean, like she couldn't even. It just goes to show you that some people just like to collect subscribers, but don't, you know.
Yeah. Well, dude, okay, you're a chick, so what's the first thing you go for? I'm gonna sell some sex,
Exactly.
and I don't know. She was not interesting at all to listen to.
No.
If she was a good gamer or was interesting, I mean, I wouldn't care if she was hot or not or whatever, but she just
Right.
was boring to listen to.
Right. Right.
I think Tony's got some really good ideas, and he's got like what Foul Mouth Friday is what he calls it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
like that
funny.
idea. I like that idea. So yeah, I mean, he's trying to do something new, which
Yeah.
hardly anybody does. It's just rinse and repeat. Watch me play this video game. Watch me play that video game.
Yeah. Exactly.
You
So,
know, I
but
mean,
yeah, if we can help him out, and I'll put something up on the forum to shuffle everybody over that way to vote him up because I think it was very close between the top three when it came down to when it was the top five. It was the top three that progressed, and the top three were all very closely um, ranked, voted on, I guess.
hmm
So
yeah, send the link out in the forum, and I'll take a look because I don't think I'm subscribed to uh,
to Tony,
no Overflow. I'm
oh
subscribed to
Overflow,
Tony, but not Overflow. So
yeah. Well,
who's
I know he's never gonna hear Overflow's never gonna hear this podcast, so that guy's annoying as shit. And as soon as this thing's done with, I am so unsubbing from him because I can't stand him.
Gee, it's kind of funny because I think if we move back in time and what I said back then, maybe I'll do some flashback music
You should.
and I'll put in there what I thought of in the last podcast.
Right, right. But,
It seemed like a YouTube pyramid scheme to me.
well, yeah, it almost kind of
I don't know. I'm
does.
not saying
He's
that the guy's heart's not in the right place. It's just when I
right.
read it on paper, that's what it seemed like to me.
I mean, it's a good thing he's doing, but man, I cannot watch his videos. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Sorry.
well, here's the thing, dude. It's like, I can't remember who it was last night. I was on, and somebody posted a a thing on Twitter about this guy's montage, and it was a pretty nice montage. He put like scenes of Rambo and Rocky in there and stuff, and it was pretty fun to watch. But at the end, he was sort of said, I've been doing this for a year and I'm not really sure, where I want to go with this. And it's sort of how I felt a little bit with the clan montage, considering the amount of effort I put into that
Yeah,
video
right.
and how few views it's gotten. And so this guy was sort of saying the same thing. And I said, you know what,
Hmm.
dude? I sent him a message and I said, you did a really good job. You said in your video that you like doing this as a hobby. I says, do what makes you happy and don't worry about whatever. I said, if you keep doing what makes you happy, eventually, if it's good, somebody's going to realize it and it'll go from there.
Right.
I think way too many people on YouTube like try to become famous and want a million subs and they just fail miserably because it's like trying to be funny versus just being funny.
Yeah.
Some people have it and some people don't. And it's a lot of work. It is like a second job. If you expect to be big in YouTube, expect to spend probably 20 to 40 hours a week at it.
Oh yeah, easily, easily.
And
No doubt.
it's like, I had visions and grandeur of different things I'd like to do. I have a lot of ideas, but I have no time to do them.
Right, yeah.
I
As
have a
most
lot
of
of
us do.
yeah, a lot of ideas with some animated stuff, I thought about this today. I remember Wicked like a couple months ago was asking if anybody knew of good cheap animation software because he was going to start doing something, and so I'm going to follow back up with him. He bought something off Amazon to see how he liked it because I'd be interested in something like that maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I thought maybe we could cartoonize our cool story bros. Now, wouldn't that be funny?
Oh geez, that would be funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'll try that. If not, maybe we could find a cheap animator out there, so maybe on Fiverr or something.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go.
We could outsource it to China.
Fiverr is awesome. I love that website. So,
Well, we're in an hour now, and it'll
okay.
probably be about 50 minutes after I cut out my two breaks where I had to
Right.
answer the door and change a diaper.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. I tell you what, that's the one thing I will not miss raising my children. Oh my God, 6 years. When you have them apart like that, it's like 6 years nonstop. I'm like, you need to become potty trained.
No kidding. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, well, good luck with the sell your house, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you solid on that place that you showed me then, and buy the new one?
No, no. They rejected our offer. And we countered and they came back and said, what did they say? They didn't like it.
What you
They that yeah. They said no. Well, I'm sorry. If you buy a house, what, 6 years ago for, let's just say, $200,000, and you don't do anything to the house, no upgrades, you don't change anything, it's exactly the way it was when you bought it, that house is not going to be worth $250,000 6 years later. It's
Absolutely
not.
not. No matter what the market is, not even in
Exactly.
not even in Hawaii.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, I was really blown away where you live and how much the houses are. I mean, I guess Michigan's just that big of a dump in real estate. Because I showed you that place that I looked at up north.
oh yeah, it was like twice the size I was
It
looking
was like
at.
4,000 square feet on a 2 acre lot across from a golf course, and they only wanted 140 for it.
Right, right, yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah. Anyway, okay.
so, well, good luck with that, and thank you for getting on at such short notice to take
No
care of
problem.
this. So now we can screw off for another 30 days and then rush to get another one done.
There you go. There you go.
So check us out at over30clan.com. There's a new global announcement sticky I put in the forum that has all the links to everything regarding the podcast and how to submit uh, questions or ideas, or if you want to become a host, and especially if you are playing a new game or beta testing. I hear Slam playing again in the background.
No, I'm not. I'm playing with one of my daughter's toys right now. Here, I'll put it down. No, this is what you wanted to hear.
Yeah. Oh, I thought for sure you were going to put Epic Sax Guy in right there.
Oh shit! Let me grab it. Let me pull it up. Our outro music.
Yeah. So, all right. I was trying to remember where we left off, and that was saying goodbye.
Yep. Yeah, we gotta go. Migs just sent me a game invite, so.
Oh yeah, you better hurry up. All right, man. Thanks again. We'll check you guys later.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.